Small Town Scuttlebutt.
Remember during COVID, I don't know if you ever did these. I got asked to do a couple of them, like the virtual shows at the zoo. Did you ever do any of those?
Yeah, I did.
You did?
Yeah.
How was that?
Well, it's off camera here, but you see, like, I've got the black job in the curtain.
Yeah. Okay, so you had a background at least.
Yeah, I would, because I felt like, look, so when you watch those horrible Zoom comedy shows, it's people sitting at their desk or sitting on their couch, just riffing at jokes. I'm like, nobody is like this. First of all, nobody's watching. Nobody's like, hey, honey, what's on Zoom tonight? Let's go let's go find some stand-up comedy.
No, yeah, people weren't going out of their way. They'd be watching specials or something on Netflix. If anything, but
so I looked at it as like, this is just a bona fide open mic. Everyone here are the 9 comics that I can see.
Yeah.
And I doubt there's anyone else live streaming this. And so I just treated it like work. Like, okay, I want to get the experience as close to possible.
Sure.
So I'd set the computer up in front and I'd get a mic and a mic stand,
Yep.
you know, and I'd stand in
You
front
made
of
it look legit. I mean, this is a nice setup. You got a great setup.
Yeah.
here,
So like it looks like I'm on stage.
Right.
And I'm actually standing up doing stand up. I'm not sitting on my ass.
Right.
You know,
you're bringing the authentic feel of what a comedy show should be.
Yes. And not for the audience, but just for me, like that it's a more legitimate rep.
Yeah.
I felt like this is just I feel like we don't know what to do with this idle time, so we're doing something. And
yeah, at least there was a way to keep it rolling.
Yeah, like that. Yeah.
And I know people who are doing like outdoor shows, but they're doing it on the back of like trailers, and people would sit in their cars and honk. Yeah, and they honk. And I remember hearing those, and I'm like, I don't know how I'd feel about that. You know, like I want to hear the laughter. I want to hear the actual. You know, it's still an interaction, but I don't know, man. I didn't do any performing during COVID. I took a total break through COVID.
Yeah.
So,
well, that's good. Walk away from it. Just kind of absorb some life experiences, so you have something to talk about.
Right.
You know? What makes that time even worse, like you talk about no interaction.
Yeah.
I was watching a show. It was hosted by Bobcat Goldthwait.
Classic.
And what you did is you performed your stand-up set.
Okay.
In front of 0 people, but you're being live streamed to a live audience.
Okay, yeah.
Like
but you don't see the audience.
You don't see the audience.
So you don't know.
You get no feedback. So you know your opener.
Yeah.
You have no idea how it was taken.
Yeah.
You don't know what if the laughter even happened or if it's still going. So my next joke now, and so you're kind of there's so much you were trying to do.
Right.
And it was so funny to see like a joke not do well.
Yeah.
And they're just thinking they're probably still laughing. And then there's just like nothing. And then
a picture of people like giving them like the audience a minute to laugh, but no one's laughing,
Yeah.
you know? And like someone just rolling with it and thinking they're owning it, and everyone out there is just crickets out there. You know?
And it usually went the opposite way. People are just like, it affects you. It makes you feel insecure.
That would get my head. I would get my head so much about that if I couldn't see the audience or how they were.
Yeah, and then you get to go see the audience reaction after. It's like, all right, I did okay. You know, like sometimes they're killing, and they have no idea.
Yeah,
they're like, this could, and you're kind of thinking, oh, I mean, just because of the fact that it's quiet and silent, you're not thinking, oh, I bet they're loving it, you know?
Right. Yeah, because if you're here, half of it to me is getting the reaction. So I got to hear the reaction to kind of know how to pivot into the next, you know, the next bit, the next joke, keep this one going. You know what I mean? Like, this one's clearly done. They're done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if you can't see them, you don't know. That's tough. That was such a weird time for comics.
You also have
weird time.
you also have the ability to watch comics before you and see how they're reacting. Like they're not into this stuff. They want more of that.
Yeah.
You know, whatever, the daily life observation stuff. They're kind of getting exhausted. 4 comics talked about being a dad. I'm gonna, step away from that. You can't make those adjustments.
Right. But I think right after COVID, though, I'm sure you agree with me. I feel like there was another comedy boom, especially around this area. I mean, I've met, because I started doing it back in right when I graduated high school in 2014, 2015, and it was more of a tight-knit scene around Boston, you know, like obviously like Noon and those guys, Tony V, you know, like Steve Sweeney, like,
sure,
you could still like get on some shows with these guys. But then right after COVID, I was seeing people I don't know anybody. You know, everyone and their mother's doing comedy, which is great. Don't get me wrong. But I mean, at the same time, it sucks. You know, like I love to see people getting out and who are good, but then it's also so saturated now. You know, it's
at the entry level,
right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course.
You definitely get filtered out, but it's breaking away from that. You know, it's like sometimes I go to a place and I'm just like, I can't deal with this. Like I actually get mad. I'm like, the comedy's so fucking bad.
I can't do open mics anymore for that reason. Like I very rarely you'll see me at an open mic. It's tough for me.
There's some good ones.
Sure.
There's some good ones. Like I was at one, the Winter Circle up in Salisbury.
I've heard of that.
Stephen Wright goes to it.
Really?
Yeah, and Justin McKinney. I don't know if you know that guy.
Yeah.
He did some stuff, and it worked out great. And there's a booking comic that runs it.
Yep.
And so it's like, okay, if nothing else, just put your mindset in like I'm auditioning for this guy, you know, or for that guy or whoever. So that's how I look at it. And I like to get a couple reps in, just to fill in the blanks.
Yep.
You know, like I don't have a booked show for a week. I should probably.
It's good to get out. And I remember there used to be a really good one years ago over, and I think it was Newton. And it went out, obviously. But I remember doing that one night just randomly. I showed up, me and my cousin, he does music.
Yeah.
And he was just playing the guitar, and we went like back to back. And it was awesome, man. I mean, it felt like it was like filled. The whole room was filled. Everyone was into it. It was just ran perfect.
Nice.
Haven't seen one like this, to be honest.
Yeah.
I've tried a few since then, and it's tough when, what I hate the most about open mics, obviously this is what all comics hate, is when you get there and the audience is just the comics.
Yeah.
And it's just them in the bar in the back. And it's like, you know, you're just testing stuff out, but at the same time, half these comics don't want to see you succeed, you know? It's kind of,
I feel like there's that. Yeah.
There are a lot like that, you know, and there are a lot of people like you're a good guy, you know, you want to help people and see them succeed, but some people, you know, they want the show to be all about them, you know?
Well, there's a competitive jealousy component, and I think it's the immaturity of some of these younger people. I feel like when you get old, you don't give a shit. I don't care if you go headline before I do at this place. Knock your socks off, you know? Funny thing you were saying about like so many people are doing it. It's great. Mark Riley, one of my mentors, is he said once, like, you know, comedy's great. Anyone can do it. The problem with comedy is anyone can do it. And it's like, yep. Yeah. And it's really, what really makes me mad,
I like that,
is you should be a little self-aware.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not funny.
Right.
Why do I think I was funny?
Right.
Like, I was funny hanging out with my friends, you know, ripping farts around the campfire and stuff, but that's just because we go way back to preschool.
They should treat it like every other job. You know, if you try construction, you're not good at it. Not for me. You know, you try comedy, you're not good at it. Not for me. Don't keep trying it, you know? I agree with that. Yeah. You should have that the reality of it.
Yeah. And also, there's a lot of like just easy jokes that are not really life experiences. Like, you know, a 23-year-old guy talking about jerking off.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been done a billion times,
and
no one wants to get that visual in their head,
right?
You know,
I
don't want to hear about your menstrual cycle.
I was gonna say, or
the hilarity.
Or any of the ladies that talk about their vagina for their whole set.
Oh my god, it's like saying the word vagina like 20 years ago used to have a ooh. I mean, technically it's a legitimate word, but boy, it makes me feel uncomfortable. No. The vagina monologues, that stupid one-act play thing was like 30 years old now. It's like, dude, no one gives a shit.
For us. Yeah. The vagina monologues ruined vaginas.
Oh, it's like some words I just hear. I'm like, I get up and leave, because it's the only way I can not go up at my turn and with an attitude. Like, like I don't know if you've ever, like I've done that, sit up, and I'm so pissed off. I get up and I do my new stuff that I want to try out, and I just have no respect for the room
because you're mad from the last set.
I'm like, you guys, why are you here? I mean, I'm not saying I'm like 2 inches away from a Netflix special, but I can hold my own, and I can I mean, I know where I stand.
You can read a room.
I can read a room. I can make people laugh. I've waited 10, 15 seconds for everyone to shut the fuck up so I can do my next joke. That's a good thing.
And a lot of people, how you were saying before too, about being like self-aware, and what we were just talking about, people talking about their vaginas, jerking off, whatever. Sometimes they'll do that joke and it obviously doesn't hit, and they keep going.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, dude, we don't want to hear about this.
Yeah.
You know, like,
yeah.
And reading the room is so important, not just like crowd work or anything, because some people I think overdo crowd work.
Yeah.
But you got to be able to read the room. You know, that's the biggest thing. Like, you got to pivot.
Yep.
If it's not working, get out of it. You know,
Yeah.
move on, go to your next set.
And also you have to be comfortable in that too.
You do.
Like, you want to be a winner. You want everyone to like you.
Right.
And comedy's subjective. Like, I'll see a room doing well in a room, but
Yep.
there'll be two people at a table that are just mean mugging me.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's just that. Like, I'm not a big howling, laughing person at a stand-up show, but
Sure.
I'm watching it like a real show. Like, I saw Brian Regan at the Wilbur.
Do you like Brian Regan?
I fucking love him.
Me too, man. He's like the best clean stand-up.
Yeah.
Me and my
so
brother,
good.
that's like
Dude, he's better than Nate Bargatze. I don't know. I mean, Nate Bargatze is a little too tame and monotone for me. Just my style. Again, comedy subjective, but he's the hottest comic right now. And
he's getting really big. I'm not too familiar with his work, but Brian Regan, I remember watching him. Yeah, he's hilarious.
Yeah, I mean,
how is he live? Same.
Well,
same vibes,
this is an exception to my rule of I usually don't laugh at comics. I left the next day. I woke up and I felt like I did 1,000 sit-ups the night before. Like, I was just laughing so hard. His timing, his facial expressions, his body movements. The way he tells a story about how he doesn't like to socialize. You ever see the bit that he does about, like, he was at a party and someone was talking about, you know, his lottery tickets, and he goes through all the lottery numbers. And then that was the story. And he's like, whoa.
Oh, yeah.
This whole time I thought this story was going somewhere.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's so
and
funny.
his mannerisms just sell it too.
Yeah.
I give so much props to those guys that can do a whole clean set and just not swear once. And it's good humor, you know, all the way through. Like, I give a lot of credit. I wish I could do that, you know.
Yeah,
fully clean.
I try not to swear. Sometimes I say, I will not swear tonight. Because again, you're looking at the room, you know, you're like, but I don't think people get upset with the swearing, like the F-bomb or saying shit. It's more like the content, like that people will get turned off on.
Yeah.
You know?
It depends how you use it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And some people, like, I mean, myself, and I grew up around New England, so.
I'm gonna get my water.
I just kind of, that's part of my vocab, you know? Every other set. Like, actually, the other day at my brother's wedding, this is a great example.
Did you swear at the best man speech?
Not at the speech, but when I was talking to the reverend afterwards, this sweet old lady, she did a great job. Beautiful
That was a
ceremony.
fucking great sermon.
That's almost exactly. I went up to her, shook her hand, and I'm like, that was fucking beautiful.
Oh,
and
wow.
she just kind of was like, and I didn't realize I was saying it like that. I'm like, oh, fucking really nice. You know, gorgeous, fucking great. You know, and she was so nice about it, like, oh, thank you. But afterwards, I'm like, I shouldn't have said the F word that many times to like this lady of the Lord right now. Yeah, but just how I talk, you know.
Yeah, casually I swear. My daughter's 14, my son's 12, and they do not swear. They don't like swearing. My daughter now gets to punch me in the arm when I swear in front of her. Yeah,
that's why you haven't moved that arm much.
Yeah, it's like a dead arm. If she's telling me a story and she's, you know, emotionally charged, like, you gotta hear this story, she'll stop and go, can I swear? I'm like, yeah. And then I don't know what the fucking, and she'll say it, and it seems so out of place, and she still is not comfortable doing it. But and my son will not swear. I'm like, I'll give you $10 to drop the F-bomb.
You almost want to hear him swear at this point.
It's like, come on, be a normal person. Oh, you're so
fucking say fuck
you're
one
such
time.
you're such a good boy. Like, that's not what I was trying to raise.
Say shit once, please.
Yeah, that's funny.
That must be funny hearing your kids swear though for the first time, because obviously within a few years you can't say anything. You know what I mean? Like when I talk to I feel like I started swearing when I was young, like in high school, and my brother never did. So when he started swearing, I feel like even when my brother was like 20, 22 years old, and I'd hear him say the F-bomb, I'd be like, what? Like, you swear now? You know, he's a full-grown adult. I'm like, you swear now?
Swearing is one of those things where if you don't do it, it's a very conscious decision, and you have a very negative opinion of people that swear. You probably think that they're not as intelligent or articulate. The vocab isn't there. Then I talk to people that swear, and I'm like, this person's got a creative mind. They're expressive. They're opinionated. They have conviction behind what they're saying. Like, it's.
It also depends how you say it too, you know.
Yeah. Oh, the guy that's dropping the F, like, it's not just an adjective. Like, yeah, so then I fucking called the guy and he's fucking like, what's up? And I'm like, fucking, like, that's just, that's a bad habit.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't mind profanity that's not vulgar, like sexually vulgar or,
Like if you see something right in front of you and someone's like, "That's fucking crazy," that's just a normal reaction.
What a fucking idiot.
Yeah,
that's what you are. You're a fucking idiot.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah, it means so much more, and it emphasizes the point than just saying that guy's an idiot.
Yeah,
no, he's more than an idiot. He's a fucking idiot.
Fucking idiot. Idiot.
Yeah. So, on this show, it's transitioning to like one-on-one convos with stand-up comics.
So you used to have more hosts for the show?
So the table over here, I did it with 3, 2 other comics, but the problem is like they have day jobs and shit, and
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, like they got one of them job things, and it's like one's a realtor, so he's out straight right now with the spring market, and the other one is a marketing executive with a financial company. So a lot of meetings, a lot of volatility in the availability, and it was just getting really hard. And also I like doing the one-on-ones. It gives something to the comedy community.
Yeah. A little more of an intimate feel.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I probably end up holding hands by the end of this thing.
I thought that's where we were going. I was hoping so.
Yeah, you could get your foot off of my foot now.
All right. We'll move that.
But when anyone comes on, it's like I'm not totally scripted. I just have a loose framework in my head of like what we could talk about.
Sure.
And any current events or things that are going on or relatable stuff that you want to crack wise on, we can do. But I want to kind of get to know, like, share with you, like, you have a unique lifestyle in the sense that you're kind of hybrid living in New England and then also Alaska.
Yep.
Because why not Alaska? Like, what's the breakdown like throughout the year? Like, when are you in Alaska? When are you here?
So
how long have you been doing it?
Yeah, so I started going to Alaska in 2020, I believe.
COVID.
Yeah. It was right before that. I went to Wyoming and then just to work, because I love to travel. I've always traveled.
Yeah.
And then COVID hit. I came back east. Alaska, for some reason, was open. It's almost like COVID wasn't really a thing up there.
Yeah. Well,
And I found a good job. It was seasonal work. And I first went up with just the impression of, I'm just going to work at this bar here and, for a few months. And every year I've been going back. But what we do is it's a seasonal, like I said, bar restaurant. And it's open May through October. So I typically go up for all those months for the past 5-6 years.
Name drop it. What is it?
Two Brothers Roadhouse.
Okay. In what town?
Cooper Landing, Alaska.
Yeah.
And get this. They actually won Restaurant of the Year 2 years ago. Because of this guy.
Yeah.
No, they are excellent. They are honestly, it's a barbecue joint. It's fantastic. I'm not even just blowing smoke up your ass. Like, it is really fucking good food.
Yeah, if you do barbecue right, the word gets out fast.
Like they have a pit boss. You know what I mean? Like they have a guy strictly for the barbecue and like just like the guy you want doing it.
Yeah.
But it's a great place. And so I'll go up there, do that, and then in the winters, usually I come back to either New Hampshire or Mass. I'll spend time with family and travel. I always go to Vegas, whether recently I've done shows there, but I just love going to Vegas. I love to travel. I love the Southwest in the winter.
Me too.
That's like the best place to be in the winter. I think it's just perfect weather.
Yep.
But yeah, and this year I would be up there right now, but like I said, I just had my brother's wedding.
Yeah.
We have like 3 or 4 more like big family parties, like gatherings that I haven't been able to do in like 5-6 years. So I want to be around for that and see people and kind of get back together with some family and see them. But so I'll be going back up probably end of June, July-ish. It's gonna be a shorter year for me up there. But
and how long do you stay? Like, what's that season up there that you'll be there for?
Like how busy?
Forever? Like, are you moving there for good or?
I want to buy land up there.
Yeah.
I want to kind of keep it the way I do it because I've never spent a winter up there and I don't know if I want to. I mean, winter in New Hampshire sucks anyway. Man.
Yeah.
I mean, even around here, it sucks.
Yeah.
But I would like to have somewhere where I can always go seasonally. And thankfully, I have that job. So I have a cabin up there, which is where I stay.
Oh, nice.
So I go up there, stay in the cabin and work. It's right on the property too. It's fucking, and we have an herbery like a dispensary.
Okay.
Right on the property.
Yep.
Right next to the restaurant.
Oh.
So I mean, from my cabin door,
smoke up, get the munchies, get dinner. Oh, I'm tired. Go.
I mean,
crash.
these guys know how to do business. I mean, that's business right there.
It's cyclical.
Yeah, and it's all family owned, dispensary and the restaurant.
Oh,
so, yeah,
they're doing good.
But yeah, from my cabin to the dispensary door, I think is like 100 steps. So
yeah,
it's perfect.
That's
it's right on the river too.
Oh, nice.
It's a great time. But also in the summer, I do a shit ton of comedy up there.
Mm-hmm.
There's actually a killer scene up in Alaska.
Yeah,
like a really, and you know Matt Plant, obviously Power Plant Comedy.
Yep.
I met him the first year I was up there, just ironically because it was COVID, and I just was talking to someone at the bar one day and kind of told him I used to do comedy before all this shit happened.
Yeah.
And he said, "Oh, check this guy out. He runs shows." And ever since then, like the first show Matt booked me on was with Kevin Farley,
right
up there for when he was like closing out a tour, and just. Every time I go back up there now, it's great because the whole summer is filled with working, and then the headliners will come up to do their tour through Alaska.
Yep. I
always get to hop on, either open or feature for them, and it's sick,
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, because and also it's a big spectacle. Like these people traveled a great distance to.
Right.
It must hit differently when, like here in Boston, it's such a municipality. We got an urban theater district.
Yeah.
I mean, it's on the circuit, right? If you're
entertainment happens around here.
Yeah. If you're a head like Brian Regan, if he's gonna be going on the road, he's doing theaters like he's coming to Boston. You know, it's like Sebastian Maniscalco, he's coming to Boston. Bill Burr's coming to Boston. It's like, but Alaska seems to sort of be like out of the way,
right?
You know, like if there's probably a financial hit to some degree because the extra travel, and that's in terms of time, and then also expenses. I don't know. I don't know shit about Alaska.
No. I mean, you're right. I mean, when someone goes up there who has any kind of reputable name, I mean, the venues up there are so different because one night you'll be doing like a bar roadhouse kind of thing.
Yeah.
Next night a VFW.
Yeah.
You know, like the back room of VFW. And then right after that, you're doing like a theater,
yeah,
you know, like an auditorium.
So it's all over the place.
But they all fill up though, because when someone's coming to, even if it's like Anchor Point, Alaska, which is like a drive-by town, you know, the VFW there, I've done a few shows there with like Steve Heitner and Mark Price, you know.
Yep.
And when that place fills out, I mean, it's fucking awesome. You know, I mean, don't get me wrong, but it's funny to see that's the closest venue for 20 miles. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like that's the venue right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, people love it up there, and there's some really fun clubs up there.
That's awesome. Yeah, as long as like the room is tight knit, you know, like when you have a table of 4 over here, the table is 8 over there, and 2 people, and you know, it's like I always feel like the audience is like they feel the vibes, like the root structure of trees. You know how they say they communicate with each other and all that.
Getting deep now. I like it.
Yeah, man. I feel like people that are consuming comedy in a shared experience, whether it's a small room of, for 50 or whether it's a theater with 200 or 300 or whatever. If you're kind of isolated, you're not really put them all together.
Yep.
And it's something, there's an energy, there's a vibe, right? There's like, the laughing is contagious. You're now we're doing this together. And it's like, did you see this guy? Like,
right.
You know, that's why I like packed rooms, and it doesn't matter where it is.
I like, I agree. I like the tight rooms, like the not to sound weird, I've said intimate twice now, but you know, like an intimate room, you know, where you can talk to people, but at the same time, they're not on top of each other, but they're all right there, you know. You can see everybody, you know, and that kind of feeling. But one good example, I don't know, have you ever done like anything, like any shows in like New York or anything, New York City?
No, but I'm doing a road trip, leaving tomorrow, doing Rhode Island, New Jersey, New York, Nashville, and Austin.
That's a nice trip. And you're going with, what's his name again?
Heath Womble.
Heath Womble. That'll be fun.
Yeah, I mean,
that'll be fun.
We're going to hop in his van with his dog Snoopy.
You guys are really dogging it. I love it.
Dude, I said, if you pay for the gas, I'll, like how financially, how are we going to break this up? I'm like, you do gas, I do hotels, or we just do whatever. And he's like, we don't need hotels.
I was waiting for you to say that. You're going to sleep in the van.
Well, he's like, I'm like, well, he's like, I got a mattress for you. I'm like, yeah, dude, I don't need to snuggle up next to you.
Right.
And he's like, well, that's why I got you your own mattress. I'm like, yeah, but they're going to be like inches apart from each other.
Yeah, he was thinking about you, right?
Yeah.
He had you in mind when he bought that.
He did have a good point. Like that's okay for the, hey, we're going to drive through the night.
Yeah.
Like you got 2 pilots of this plane. Now you can like, the bus will never stop.
Yeah, you can keep going. Yeah.
Just keep going.
One gig to the next. Just keep going. Yeah.
He's like, yeah, one can drive, one can go to sleep. And I'm like, okay, but then I don't know. I'm kind of thinking about safety. I'm like, how safe is it for me to be laying on a mattress in the back and you slam on the brakes doing 70?
Yeah.
He's like, we'll just put the other mattress up. I'm like, dude, the jokes are already writing themselves.
And
like,
that's how you know this isn't his first time. He's like, listen,
yeah.
I've done this before. Just get in the van. We'll be fine.
So we compromised. I'm like, all right, van naps, en route,
Yep.
destinations, hotels.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah. Like Motel 6. I mean, this is part of the this is part of the road comic experience.
Yeah.
That I'm
You got to
excited
stay
about.
honestly, you got to stay at some of those fucking the cheap roadside motels that when you pull up, you're second guessing it, but at the same time, you're like, this is part of it, man.
Yep. There's a police line do not cross tape going across that door.
There has to be people walking through the parking lot.
This guy lives here in room 6.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Yep. And he also just checked me in for some reason. You know? That kind of place. I love those places, man.
Yeah. A lot of character. There was a place in New York that I couldn't do it as like, I don't know, not to take anything away from my folks, but we would visit family in Rockland County, New York.
Okay.
And there's 5 of us, you know, it's like, how do you shack up 5 extra people, right? So my parents would make it easy. They'd stay at a hotel. The place was called the Nyack Motor Lodge.
The Nyack Motor Lodge.
And I'm like 10 and I'm thinking, how many bolts do we have on this door? You know?
Yeah.
Like, do you guys see I'm not quite sure what a prostitute is, but I think I'm figuring it out.
Yeah.
and when that guy's, he's probably selling drugs and it's not penicillin, you know, like, there's just an ick factor.
Yeah.
And
there's a smell in the air.
Yeah. Like it's torn down now, but what a legendary place.
Oh,
like,
yeah, I'm sure.
Nyack Motor Lodge, right off of Route 9, I believe. And
I'm sure there's like a Reddit thread for that.
Yeah,
specific
look it up.
place. It's probably like,
I'd love to get a T-shirt and just be out somewhere and someone be like, dude,
I remember that fucking
I bought my cocaine from there.
I got stabbed there, dude.
Yeah.
I remember the Nyack.
Well, I remember I was talking to this one kid in high school, a high school kid, and you know, she said she's from Nyack. And I'm like, oh, I used to stay at the Nyack Motor Lodge when we'd visit family. She goes, my brother used to buy his drugs there. I'm like, that sounds like exactly what I was expecting.
You just tell anyone that you stayed there, they're just gonna throw up. Just what?
They're like, are you up? Are you up on your shots?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
You feeling okay?
Yeah.
You're gonna see in like 10 years from now, there's gonna be one of those commercials. Have you ever stayed at the Nyack Motor?
Yeah, between 1984 and 1990.
You may be entitled to financial compensation.
Yeah. Call Glassman or that's totally true. Yeah. But I've flown to Washington, D.C. I've flown to Toronto.
Okay.
I've driven all over New England. Haven't done the road trip, you know, like we're hitting the road.
Sure.
And I'm excited for it.
That's going to be fun.
It's going to be fun. It's probably going to be exhaustively boring at times too.
Yeah.
But boredom is where some good writing can come from.
On the road when you're in a van with someone or any kind of vehicle for that matter, you know.
I'm bringing a couple legal size, you know, yellow notepads, a bunch of sharp pencils.
Oh, sure, yeah.
And we're just going to see what happens.
And that's the best way when you're driving in somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
I always or just me personally, I always find a way to tie in for the show that night, something local, you know, like I could open up with like five minutes of something local, you know, just so that like give them a little shit about their town, like, you know, what about this fucking place? And they're like, oh yeah, that place is a piece of shit, you know, like kind of thing.
Well,
like
they appreciate the fact that you put some effort into it.
Right.
You're not just running your set. You're making a connection.
Yeah, you're making them feel I'm here. I showed up. I saw the town. You know, this is where you guys live.
I have some observations.
Yeah, exactly.
And it might be a new perspective, or like, yeah, we get that all the time.
Yep,
you know, which is either way, it's gonna be funny.
Yep.
The show I do at Seventh Wave Brewery, I liked how you spent a couple minutes just talking about the room, you know? And it was like, what works was no one's talking about it. Everyone's aware of it, you know, and you're pointing it out. And it's like, people are like, oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, I was thinking the same. Everyone, when you have the, I was thinking the same thing reaction, you laugh. And then when you realize everyone else had that same, I was thinking the same thing. Like there's a, for whatever reason in this room at Seventh Wave Brewery, there's a huge poster tapestry of, is it Steve Jobs?
I thought it was Bob Dylan.
Bob Dylan, yes. Sorry,
same guy.
But it's an Apple ad, you know.
I don't really know what it. I just know it's like Bob Dylan. There's something going on. It's big though. It's really
like
big.
8 feet by 10 feet of
massive.
Bob Dylan.
Yeah.
And then you just pointed out that, you know, you're glad that all the requests on your rider were accommodated. I wanted a huge poster of Bob Dylan looking at me.
Every show I do, I need it.
Yeah, I need a Bob Dylan. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, you put it right exactly what I told you. Like that was funny.
Right. Just calling out the
pizza chef guy who's like clanging a pot in a pan. It's like, I wanted to be interrupted by this.
He's pretty much on the stage with me, right? You know, That is a really nice room, though. That is a nice room.
Yeah, we got.
You did a good job with that.
Thanks.
Place. It's really nice.
I built the stage.
Yep.
And I got the pipe and drape. I made a sign. The spotlight. I want it to be. If someone is gonna come to a show and spend some money or spend some time, I want them to know we take this seriously. Like
you spent the time too. You spent the money.
Yeah. And we don't charge. It's you know, donations, but everyone throws in a donation, and comics get paid, I think, pretty nicely for a Thursday night show, which is that's a good tune up.
No, absolutely. And that's kind of a good strategy, because if you give them a free show like you do, they come in, you put on a good show like you do, for the right amount of time. No one's stretching it out. You know, it's not too much of this. It's all comics who, it's not an open mic. You know, these are all comics who
you have to be at least a 10-minute, tight 10 comic, 10 to 30 minutes, depending on how well you are. Yeah.
And that makes people, if they're knowing it's a free show, they come in, they're going to want to tip pretty generous. I'm sure some people do tip pretty generous.
Sometimes guys will just throw down $100.
Yeah,
and it's like, whoa, hey, you know, but
because they're like, hey, you know what? Got him for free. It was well worth it. You know, food was great, good drinks, good atmosphere.
Some people don't tip. They're like, thanks. All right.
I believe. I'm sure there's more of those people, but thankfully,
there's a couple of them. And in a town like Medfield, it's like, lock the door.
Yeah, I know.
This fucking table didn't give shit.
Yeah,
no, I'm cool with that. I hate asking for the money, but I just explain at the end. You know, we're doing this. You know. For you guys with no charge, but if we won't refuse a donation, there's table tents with the QR codes in front of you. If you liked what you saw and it was worth your time, you know, throw a donation on Venmo. If you thought this was a big waste of your time, still you can go on Venmo and just bill us.
Right? Yeah, I remember. I loved when you said that. That was so fucking funny. Like,
well, people
send
laugh.
us a request, or
you laugh them into giving you money,
right?
You know, like if
it's a good closing.
You have to make a joke about. I'm panhandling right now. You know?
No, that I remember when you said that. I was like, that's funny. That's a good way to do it.
I've been using that one because it works.
It does.
You know?
It does.
I always like to ask anyone been here before. There's a couple. I'm like, okay, if there's less than 5 people that've been here before, I'll change it up a little bit. Because you don't want to be like, oh, it's this guy with, you know, you don't want to be predictable.
Right.
But
now it seems. I mean, I've only done it twice there with you, but. Both times it seemed like a good new crowd, pretty much. I mean,
that's the great thing. It's like I would say it fills up 45 to 50 people.
Yeah,
I say is a full room.
Yep,
which is a nice number.
That's very comfortable for that size room. Yeah.
Yep, and 2 to 5 people are like, you know, I've been here before. You know, which is great. You know?
That number, that's fine. Yeah, you want to see all the new people you can.
Yeah, I mean the idea that you're getting new, fresh faces is fun. I mean, because I host it, this is my hometown. I live here.
Right.
I'm very well aware of like you have to have new stuff.
Yep.
But that's why I did it. Like selfishly, I did it for networking purposes.
Yeah.
Like I book comics that I like and want to have relationships with. This comic's good and he books shows too. Right. Well, let's scratch each other's backs.
And like you said, it's a great way for you to keep up on trying new stuff out all the time, you know? I mean,
and then also just hosting,
you
know, just like I have a steady hosting roll, and it's 5 minutes away from my house.
Yeah, it's
which
fantastic.
like how much driving is involved in this.
Oh yeah, the less the more ideal, but I mean it's just that's part of it.
What's your greatest span in terms of time are you willing to drive and come back the same night
For one show?
Yeah.
Now, probably, obviously, pay would have to be a factor.
Mm-hmm.
If I was getting what I usually, my rate, I'd drive like close to 2 hours.
Yeah,
to be honest with
I
you.
feel like my sphere of influence is 2 hours, which gets me up into the White Mountains. It gets me out to New York.
You can cover
Mass
good
border.
ground in 2 hours. Yeah, you can be far enough away.
Pretty much wherever people live in New England, except for Maine, half of Maine. But
yeah, Maine's fucking huge.
Yeah. It's like
So much of Maine people don't realize, like, that's...
Yeah, so you don't even have towns anymore. You just have a grid system.
No, it's just...
I live on G16.
Right, yeah. You give them the latitude and longitude. That's the only way you're getting there.
People that live up there, I'm like, what do you do for... You must be a homeschooling, like...
There's no way they have enough kids for a school. I mean...
Right. I mean, I would think if you do want to have kids and you want that isolated lifestyle, you have to homeschool.
Right.
And then
or just don't teach them at all.
Yeah, like, well, teach them what they're going to need to know. That's how you chop wood.
Right,
That's how you shoot a moose. That's how you trap a beaver.
They don't need to know fucking geometry.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Real life shit.
Actually, geometry, like building this room, I needed geometry.
It looks...
I would say geometry is like...
It looks square. It looks up to code.
Yeah, it is. It is. It is. All studs, 16 on center.
Good. The inspector would be happy.
Yeah. Oh, even like the encasement I made around our furnace, because we're in the basement.
Sure.
I said I'm enclosing a furnace and a hot water heater. There must be some code that I need to be aware of. Right. So I looked into it. It's like, it needs to be vented. Yeah. I'm like, makes sense. I don't want that. So I'm like,
that's understandable.
I'm not cutting corners on, my house burning down. I want it done right. So that's
just house burned down during a podcast.
Yeah. So I had the HVAC guys or whoever come out, and they just did the duct work.
Beautiful.
Drilled the hole in the side of the house and checked the box. That's cool. But I just, I like doing the show because it's like, it makes it mine. I've been like, we were talking earlier about shows are insufferable sometimes.
Right.
Like, I hate this comic.
Oh,
or,
yeah,
oh my God, too many of these kind of people doing the same shit. I'm like, do a comedy show how you think a comedy show should be done. And,
sure.
A couple of weeks ago, I had Carolyn Plummer on.
I was on that one with her.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah.
Carolyn's a killer, man.
She's a killer. Like,
she's a killer.
Like, if you're like, oh, what kind of comics do you bring to Medfield? Carolyn Plummer did Comics Come Home, which is Dennis Leary's
at the Garden,
big thing at the TD Garden in front of 17,000 people.
And she's a very approachable comic too. Like, I like comics that are like comics. They're easy to talk to. You can network with them. You can, they'll give you advice, fucking whatever.
Yeah. Have you heard the phrase "a good hang"? Yeah, that's what she is.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
like that's one thing. Is like whenever I go into a green room, it's like just be a good hang.
That's it.
Like that's half the battle.
That's all I'm asking.
If people like hanging out with you, and then you didn't stink up the room. With your 20 minutes of bullshit. Yeah, you might get called back.
Right.
It's like you probably get another date before you leave. But the person who's toxic or just
thinks they're the hottest shit in town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was one show. I've never really had that experience except for this one person. I don't want to give away too many details because people could be like, I know who he's talking about. But this person, we're all in the back of the club watching, all the sets, and I was at the table with like 3 other comics, and I'm like, when's that person coming? Like that,
Yeah.
That's unprofessional. Like we're 20 minutes into a show.
Sure. The headliner you're waiting for? Or the
feature.
Feature? Okay.
And I'm like, you're not even the headliner.
Right.
Where you could be like, hey, I'll do what I want.
Right.
This person was like 40 feet to the right of us, standing, watching the show on her phone, and I'm like, you're the so I was like, oh, you're on the show? And I'm like, oh, cool. Nice to meet you. Blah, blah, blah. She's like, oh, yeah, nice. Yeah, okay. And it's just kind of like, I'm like, wow, and you're in a comedy, like, like I don't really feel a pulse here. Like, and they went up, they did their thing, and I feel like I feel like I've looked into I've studied comedy.
Right.
You know, the two elements of a good joke is you make people feel superior, and you have to have a surprise.
Yeah.
You have to go left.
The left turn. Absolutely.
Yeah.
You got to have
if
that
you don't
left turn.
have that, you were predictable and everyone saw it coming and we're
Right.
like, oh, yeah, okay. You know,
Yeah.
but if you're like, well, everyone's like, ah.
Yeah.
And
You never really want to be that comedian where when you're telling a joke, you see people going like I know, yeah, I've heard that. I know where this is. You know what I mean?
yeah.
You want to start getting them to that point, and then, like you said, boom, and they're like, "Oh, what the fuck?" You know?
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. And this person, I was just like, how do you, I don't know. Anyway.
bad energy, man. You hate to have that.
Yeah, that's what
Hate
it
to have
is. It's like, don't be a downer.
No.
I think, you know what? Do you ever play sports?
Oh yeah.
What do you play?
Well, growing up, I played baseball, football, boxing, basketball.
Let me back up. What didn't you play? No, it's hockey. You just love hockey and soccer, which is
Pretty much. A lot of badminton and cornhole I play. You know,
yeah.
I'm very good at cornhole these days.
What football? What did you? Were you an offensive lineman?
No, see, I would be now. I was back in high school. I was actually really thin. I was a wide receiver and a safety.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I was quick.
Which one do you like more?
Safety.
Just
I like safety because I like to
beating the crap out of people.
Yeah, that, and you're also not like the first line of defense.
Yeah.
So you have a little, you're banking on those guys in front of you to get the tackle. But then when it's a pass play, you get to just like sit back there and you're like, you just look at the quarterback. Oh, he's facing that way. He's probably going to throw that way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
And you're just,
it was your own little zone. It was nice.
yeah. And then just popping someone over
And then
the
just
middle.
popping someone, yeah.
I mean, you must have had some vicious hits playing safety.
I definitely some good ones, and I hate to say it, and like I'd never do like cheap shots or anything,
Yeah.
but obviously, being safety, sometimes you have like the wide receiver running their route, and like you kind of think they see you, and like they'll get the ball, and then you just pop them right away, and like obviously it's a big hit, but you feel like an asshole afterwards. Like, this guy didn't see me coming, like
yeah, it's like not getting up.
this guy just ran into something. Yeah.
Have you ever been rocked so hard though that like you're seeing stars?
Yeah, I was actually, when I played JV football, I got rocked so hard by my own teammate because we both ran the wrong route.
Oh,
So we just
You're looking over your shoulder?
We're both looking at the ball, and we both just bam right into each other. We look. It was
it sounds funny.
it was so comical. Like who are these fucking guys?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
it was like the first play of the game.
Oh,
they're like
God.
all day of this, really?
yeah. The other coach is like, guys, don't run the score up on these poor
Yeah,
guys.
no, they might forfeit.
That was their number 1 and number 2 receiver that just took themselves out of the game. I played hockey, and
So you've been rocked a few times on hockey.
what one in particular was we call it a suicide pass, where like you're looking over your shoulder as you're going into the
It
offense.
sounds dangerous.
Yeah, so you're looking over your shoulder. Someone passes it up as you're crossing the blue line into the attack zone.
Okay.
Right? You don't want to do that, like, because there's a defenseman in the vicinity, you know. But I'm looking over, and I was just like, always was running on adrenaline. Like
Sure.
when I get the puck, like, what am I doing with it? Where am I going?
Yeah.
You know, and situationally, I didn't know that this 6'2", 225 pounds. I mean, this for high school, the kid was big.
A man.
I would say he was your size.
he was a man in high school.
Yes,
He was a high
yes.
school man.
Exactly. Yeah, you know, like in the 80s and 90s, like they had mustaches and stuff. Yeah. It's
They could all buy beer, no problem. In high school.
It's like, this is one of those guys.
Yep.
And I remember I got the pass and I turned and bam,
Just right into him.
right into him, and he just met me right there at the blue line, and got a concussion. Like, I didn't know it at the time, but
Sure.
it's like you do a quick blackout,
Yep.
then you're back, and you realize that you slammed your head on the ice so hard that the snot came out of your nose at the same time your mouth guard came out of your mouth, and they filled it, and you realize this as you're trying to put the snot-filled mouth guard back in your mouth, and you're like, what the fuck? You know? It was gross.
That's gnarly, yeah.
Yeah, and then you just go on the bench, and the coach is like, "You want to sit out a couple sessions?" I'm like, "Yeah,
Yep.
man. I don't even know where I am."
Gives you a salt tablet and just
We didn't have those, but those are like now not even legal in the NFL.
I believe it.
because
I believe it.
it messes with concussion protocol.
Well, now the biggest things are smelling salts. You've seen all that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But-
Still see.
But in the NFL, they don't let you have them.
They're not allowed?
Yeah,
Okay.
because because all the CTE and the
sure.
concussion stuff. Now you have to go into a tent.
Yeah.
It's like usually they'd be like, yeah, okay, you're good.
Right, back
Get
in the
back
old
out
days.
there.
Yeah.
Pay no attention to what just happened to your brain. You now are functional again.
Yeah. It's almost like the tricking you, like the hypnosis or whatever, like you're fine to play.
Yeah. Actually, there was one time on the bench, we were like, you want to do some smelling salts?
Yeah.
And like, I mean, you see hockey players,
right.
like just
they'll
waving
wave
in front of them in the third period boy, that does wake you up.
Yeah.
It's like, it makes you, I won't say it gives you energy. It just makes you,
It just shocks your body.
Yeah.
It just puts you into fight or flight, but only fight.
Yeah.
Like there's no flight when you smell.
We should do an experiment. Next time you come on, we should just do some smelling
We
salts.
should do that.
And just be like, woo, hey.
Do the whole show standing up.
Yeah. John, like Coke jaw, like, all right.
And the next episode we'll do Coke. We'll do a few lines.
Sure.
We got a few things lined up, man. This
Yeah,
be fun.
I can't wait to do the mushroom episode, man. Oh my God, that's so cool.
That'll be great.
I never thought about that.
I'm still waiting for the LSD to kick in for this episode. That'll be crazy.
Yeah, it's like, well, only 5. Yeah, that's right. It's a 45-minute show. We should have thought about that.
Oh, shit.
Anyway, what else do you feel like talking about? What's the, you're single?
I am single.
I hear the ratio of men to women in Alaska is in favor of the men.
100%.
Like 10-1.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm very lucky where I live because it's a straight vacation town.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of women do.
So it's not a gay vacation town. It's a
only during the
Bump
winter.
it.
Hey, nice.
Yeah.
That was
play on words.
That was fucking good, man. I got to use that next time we go up to Alaska. Hey, what is this, a gay vacation? But no, a lot of like tourists come in.
Yeah.
So they're in the summertime. There's a lot of women from the lower 48, as they call it, so from down here. But yeah, no, absolutely. They have a saying up there too, and it's like, oh man, I can't entirely. It's like something like the pickings are. I'm gonna totally botch it, but pretty much how the women that you do have to pick from up there are not good.
Oh, really?
Like, yeah, it's like, I mean, they're not bad looking women. I'm not saying that for anyone from Alaska that's watching. They're beautiful people, beautiful people. But these women, I mean, these are women that, I mean, every day they're out hunting and fishing and like putting up stone walls and fucking, they'll build a cabin in their free time. So they're more man than I am. You know what I mean?
Salt
like,
of the earth.
Yeah, they're rugged women.
Yeah.
All
of them though?
Not all of them.
There's got to be some feminine. There's got to be a salon and a hairdresser.
Yeah, there's like 3 feminine women up there. There's probably you can probably cut. No, it's really not that bad. Like I said, in the summer you see, and most of the people who work in that town too come from down here. So so it's you're meeting everyone you work with and meet up there. 90% of them are from somewhere else.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
So there's sort of like that, summer fling thing.
It's pretty much, it's like summer camp for adults.
Yeah.
Like you work, you do your thing, and then you get off and you just drink and party, and the sun's out 24 hours during the summer.
That was the other thing I wanted to ask is, what is that like to just, do you lose sense of what time it is?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Or you were like such on a biological rhythmic clock that
no,
you're like, I want breakfast because it's probably morning,
Right. No, for me personally, it's so easy for me to lose track of time. Like I'll like where I live up there, it's kind of like a compound, like a community for people, and it's not like a home. I'm not in a home, but it's
the
like
fence around it,
right.
It's locked.
We can't leave after certain hours. But like we'll be playing basketball or cornhole or fucking drinking or having a fire or playing softball down at the field or whatever, and you look at your phone and it's 1:30, 2:30 a.m. and it's just like how it is outside right now, just maybe a little dimness to it, but
okay. So the position of the sun helps you kind of ballpark. Oh, it's morning. It's high noon.
You
it's
get a gist
evening.
of it.
It's sunset. So without looking, I know it's somewhere between 6 and 7:30, probably. Is the sun pretty much in the same position?
I mean,
or like if it never goes down,
you see it move. It like hits like the tree line almost. Like in where I live too, there's like a lot of mountains around.
Yeah.
So it will like kind of dip under the mountain, but not to a point where it's dark. It just gets dim. It just kind of
gotcha.
And that's kind of that's when you know, oh, it might be 4 a.m. now.
That is crazy.
It's neat though. It is really neat.
Yeah, there's a baseball game that's played up there at midnight.
They do
year.
it like a tournament.
Yeah,
they have it goes like all night or
Kevin
whatever.
Youkilis of the Red Sox was played in it.
I remember. Yeah.
Fun fact: I don't know why he was up there doing it.
Shout out Uke.
Yeah,
you.
Back when the Red Sox were worth talking about.
Yeah, those were the great days, man.
Sports radio, I just changed the channel when they talk about the Red Sox. I'm like, don't waste my time.
What are they even talking about?
Yeah.
Like,
they're talking about, the problem. Like, it's just nothing good here.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing to talk about. Like, just move on.
And we fired another coach.
Yeah.
And we lost again.
And we brought back the coach because he's a freaking local legend in Veritech.
Right.
Like, you fired Veritech. That solves...
When I saw... Well, they just moved him, right?
Yeah, well, no, they fired him, and then they brought him back, right?
I mean, that's just disrespectful. You can't fire that man.
No, you don't.
You
It's kind of like when John Pesky wasn't allowed to sit on the bench during, like, the ALCS back in 2004. I'm like, the fuck he can't.
He should have his own seat.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
I mean,
he's got his own pole out in the right
give
field.
Give the man a seat.
He's held front office, managerial, right field positions. Like, he's done it all.
Yeah, that man's like the Pope in Boston. Like he can sit wherever he can sit on home plate if he wants. I don't care.
Yeah, I mean, it's just not good for baseball when you're like disrespecting an elder,
a local legend.
A legend. Yeah, I mean, not just local. Like, I think anyone would.
Sure.
Like, if I heard that...
any baseball fan would,
I mean, as much as we hate the Yankees, if I heard, do you hear, like, the Yankees brass wouldn't let DiMaggio, serve, as a honorary captain, and Major League Baseball made him go... I'd be like, fuck that. You should have been like, fine us.
Yeah.
like Steinbrenner will just pay the fine, Like,
I mean, they got the money, first of all. But, I mean, anyone like that, I mean, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. What do you like to do around here? Like, Alaska sounds cool. Like, you were just saying, oh, yeah, after work, it's like summer camp. And then you named off all the cool things to do.
Yeah.
Like, are you hanging around the fire, drinking beers, playing cornhole around here? Or,
I mean, this time of year, yeah. I mean, thankfully, it's gorgeous.
You got a good lifestyle.
It's fun.
You don't have kids.
Fun. I don't have kids. I don't have a wife.
Yeah.
I don't have anybody. No. I got nobody. Rick, I am lonely.
I am a sad clown.
No, it's fun though. I'm taking advantage of it, and because I won't be able to do it forever, but actually maybe I can. I don't know. Fuck
Dude,
it. Maybe.
I'm hitting the road with a guy who lives in a van, and
see, like, that sounds
some comedy.
That's perfect to me.
I told him, I said, dude, I kind of envy your lifestyle. Like, just it's completely opposite of mine, and I kind of want to run with that for a little bit. Yeah.
No, that's always fun being on the road. I always enjoy that. Just getting to sit, like, just be in the car with someone and just, my favorite thing when I am up there and I get to be in the car, like, with these comics who are the national headliners about on TV and stuff. And I always try to, it's tough to ask someone for advice because you don't want to be like cheesy or sound like every other comedian, but it is great when you can actually just talk to them, and the subtle advice they give you goes so far because look at who it's coming from. And
I hear you. Sometimes they'll throw you a bone, or sometimes just in the conversation you're picking up their pregame regimen, or they're talking about how, I know a comic who I like a lot, and he said he would drive out to freaking Ohio.
Really?
Like, I've done that. That's a 12-hour drive. That's like, just for one set. He's like, I would drive anywhere. I'm like, dude, that's why you're.
Yeah,
that's commitment. That's like, he's like, well, back when I could do it. You know, like, with my kids, they're getting older. Like I said earlier, I can get into it, and I got to pay attention as a dad to them because they're giving me material. Yeah, like my daughter.
Oh, I can only imagine.
My daughter's gonna turn 14 this month, and she used to be a real sweetheart. Yeah. And I said to my wife the other day, I said, driving Rosie home from dance, I had to bite my tongue so I wouldn't tell her to stop being a bitch. But let me tell you,
she was being a bitch.
She was mad at me that I was a minute late. I got 5 texts within that minute telling me I'm late. She gets in the car, tells me I'm late. And then she's like, bro, it took me to Starbucks. I'm like, you fuck, what? Like the whole time, like she's not really a bitch. Okay, so chill. If you're like that was insensitive, I'm just
You
being
got a
realistic.
lot of people mad about that.
Yeah. Oh, well, we're in Massachusetts.
No, I'm
everyone's
only kidding.
everyone's a
Oh, everyone's a bitch.
trigger.
Right here.
Yeah, everyone's a bitch. We're all a bitch.
They're all just triggered bitches.
Yeah,
around here, man.
but I'm kind of thinking about like the premise of the bit is based on truth. It's like it seemingly, if I didn't know better, if I didn't know anything about adolescent development, if I didn't think back to how I behaved and stuff, I would literally think that she has a disease in her brain that makes her be sweet as pie 1 second. Like that's like, there's, what is wrong with you? Like, do you have a tumor? Like, what is this? It's hormones.
Yeah.
And it's normal. And they have to go through it.
Yeah.
And all I feel like I can do is understand that, respect it, and then just have a boundary.
Yeah.
Like, okay, we're not going to say, fuck you, dad. Not that they ever would.
Right.
But I have friends that their kids do it. And I'm
Oh,
like,
I'm sure. Oh, yeah.
like, no, that's not happening.
That scares me when I hear kids saying that to their parents. Like,
Yeah, no.
those kids that just, fuck you, mom.
It's like,
Whoa.
yeah.
Holy
Pump the brakes.
Yeah. But, there's no one more bipolar than a teenager going through those stages.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, yeah, same when I was that, one day
But girls are the worst.
I can only, oh, yeah.
I have a son. He's still a sweetheart. Just a lovely boy.
Yeah.
Wouldn't hurt a fly. Like I told you earlier, doesn't want to swear.
Yeah.
He has good friendships.
Yeah.
And he's like a well-respected peer.
Sure.
And
he's going to be a doctor.
No, well,
what do you kids, do they know?
You know what he wants to do?
What?
Because I was asking him, like, what do you want to do? He loves animals. Like, we got 2 guinea pigs and a dog and fish, and we were going to get chickens, but I said, let's not do that.
That's a little bit down the road, sure.
Yeah. He wants to work in a zoo.
Oh.
I'm like, well, that's okay. So get into some kind of biology-based thing, and
sure.
you could, be a vet, or you could be the guy who cleans monkey shit off the wall.
Listen. Working in a zoo actually sounds pretty cool to me.
It doesn't seem like a stressful job.
Around animals all day, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, I never hear of a zookeeper having to get away from it all.
That's so true. You never.
It's up there with park ranger, like I gotta get out of here.
Yeah, one thing a therapist has never heard is, so I'm a zookeeper.
Yeah, and I am stressed out.
Yeah, to the max. I've had it up to here with those giraffes.
Oh yeah. Giraffes will kill you, man.
I'm sure they will.
If they got those like front legs out, and they do a neck swing, you're a goner.
I can't. Yeah.
One of my buddies, he's my barber. He's been on the show a couple of times.
Yep.
David Suanyana. He's from Uganda. Got
Okay,
citizenship. Started his own business. Just bought a house. It's like the American dream, and
That's beautiful.
And he loves America.
Love
and
that.
He's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
He's a a bigger patriot than him. Like
Isn't that fun? Yeah, that's
I
great.
just love it.
Awesome.
And he talks about the village in Uganda that he grew up in. He's like, if you were to walk alone, you had to carry a big stick to fend off a potential lion attack.
That's crazy.
And I'm like, dude, no wonder why you like America so much. You were food.
Yeah.
You were not the apex predator.
Yeah, he was not at the top of the food chain over there.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Pack
Imagine
of
that.
hyenas, like I see
Every
a
day.
fisher cat and I'm like, oh, a fisher cat. No, these things are like 600-pound eating machines.
And that's an everyday fear for those people.
Every day.
That's
that
crazy.
nuts?
That is.
I mean, he knows people that have been taken by lions, eaten by lions.
Yeah.
It's like I know people that have died of old age,
Right.
or something. But he was eaten by a wild beast, alive,
An actual lion.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can't. That's the kind of guy you can't tell any sob story to those kind of people who have experienced that kind of life.
Well, yeah. The first time I did the Seventh Wave Brewery show, it was like I had a week between introducing myself to the guy that owns it and putting on a show. He's like, what do you want to do? I said, I'd love to ideally get a...
You did it that quick?
Yeah, I went in with like, this is what we can do. This is what I can offer. Ultimately, I think if we did like a consistent once a month, first Thursday of the month or something, you could start getting a following. You could get more people coming back and in here for the first time. And he was receptive to it. Well, at first he said, "Does it cost me anything?" I'm like, "No, you get food and beer, and we take the door, and it's symbiotic." And he's like, "All right, let's try it." He's like, "When do you want to start?" I'm like, "Oh, geez, it's Tuesday. How about next Thursday?" You know, so we do it. And what was the point of that story? Fuck.
Did someone get eaten by a lion at the show?
No. Oh, no. We're talking about the you can't complain about things.
Oh, right.
I was up there, and I didn't have the room set up the way I do now with the pipe and drape, the sign, the stage, and all that. I just had an amp, mic, and a stand, and I set it up in front of a TV, a wall with a TV behind me. I didn't even, at the moment, like, think about maybe I should turn the TV off. And this other comic was videotaping it, laughing his ass off because I was bitching about picking my daughter up at dance 5 nights a week, and the UPS plane crash fatality is like fire and brim, like behind me
on the TV.
Yeah, and it was like, and he posted it like, this guy's complaining about picking up his daughter. Meanwhile, have you seen the news? And it shows like
timing on that. That's hilarious.
Yeah, that was great.
The first world.
Yeah.
These people died, by the way. But anyway, today was hell.
Yeah. That's funny. Comedy's fun.
It really is. It really is. It's a
so
big grind, man.
So anything, like, you got anything coming up? You got anything you want to promote? What's
right now, the summer's a little quiet until I get back up to Alaska. And then we have 2 tours lined up. One for August and then one for September.
Nice.
So I mean I can pitch those. Obviously that'd be kind of tough.
Yeah, if you're gonna be in the Alaska area.
Yeah, hey, come check it out. If you're in the middle of fucking nowhere
you want to follow Steve Wheeler,
right?
Gas up the family truckster,
load up the van, get the mattresses, and come on out, baby. Yeah. But no, there's a few things I'm working on right now. I think one of them's at like a campground in like July up in New Hampshire. So that one's still, they have a show, and I'm trying to sneak on that one. I should be able to. It sounds pretty good.
Where's that?
I think it's up outside like the Concord area.
Concord, Mass?
No, New Hampshire.
New Hampshire. Oh,
yeah.
I'm from Concord.
From New Hampshire?
Yeah.
Oh shit. So I think it's like Heinecker Ware area.
Henniker.
See,
Heinecker. This is out of town.
I'm just thinking about Heineken's over here.
Yeah. Henniker. It's the only Henniker in the world.
I believe that.
Yep. And this is the only Medfield in the world.
No.
Yep.
Medfield, there's no like Medfield in England.
There's a Medfield Heights in Baltimore. It's a neighborhood in Baltimore.
Nothing in like England though, because I feel like a lot of Massachusetts. I mean, there's something.
Oh
over
yeah,
England,
every
like where I grew up in Medway. There's a Medway, England.
Yeah.
Everything. Yeah.
No Medfield.
Huh. This is it.
You will find Medfield come up maybe in some Disney movies, animated movies. It'll be like Medfield High School or Town of Medfield, and that's because Walt Disney had a friend here in Medfield, and he used to fly his plane into Medfield, into a field.
Really?
Yeah.
Walt Disney?
Yeah, Walt Disney. And by the way, Walt Disney's new the Disney Corporation's new CEO is a Medfield High School graduate. Isn't that full circle?
That explains why Medfield's such a magical place,
Yeah, black magic. Fucking everyone. When you don't have many problems, you just manifest problems.
You just create your own.
Just think that's a human. I used to be involved civically, and then I just said, I'm gonna just go stoic on this and go. I'm not gonna worry about things I have no control over.
Right.
And the people that are really involved, like they just force feed their agenda. Well, we're gonna vote for another tax override because school committee's not accountable. Like, right? Okay, whatever. All I need to know is my house is going on the market in 2032 when my son graduates.
You're already talking to realtors about fucking 5-6
I know,
years.
yeah, no, like my buddy
be
here,
ready,
it's
man.
Be ready. Like 2032, this house, like I will not be here. I'm like,
you can start taking pictures now if you want.
Yeah, right. If you want to start up a payment plan, right. Like this, I'll start taking monthly installments now. Think about how much. You'll have the thing half paid off by the time you move in.
Jumping the gun on that one. That's great. But no, I was just speaking of shows, I was just out in Vegas about a month ago.
Yeah.
And that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, Vegas is great. I've been there one time and I got a kick out of it.
Yeah.
I was like, I thought I'd hate it.
Yep.
No. I kind of dug it. Also, you were saying the Southwest. You love the Southwest.
I love that. Yeah.
So many people, when they retire, for whatever reason, the mindset is stay in your time zone.
Right.
You know, like I live in New Hampshire. I will be a snow bunny in Florida.
Go to Florida. Yeah.
It's like, have you heard of Arizona, Utah, New Mexico, Nevada, California?
Yeah.
I mean, California is pricey, but boy, it's so beautiful.
Oh, I mean, California has so much more potential than, obviously, not to get political, but I mean, California is gorgeous. I mean, absolutely.
If somebody from like Europe said, "Hey, I got 2 weeks to hang out in the United States, and I really want to get a good lay of the land and enjoy myself, what do you recommend?" I would say, fly into San Francisco, rent a convertible, drive south on the Pacific Coast Highway. If you get to Tijuana, you went way too far.
And you probably won't be able to come back.
I'd say go back to your car, but they're on the rims now. Your wife was abducted. Your daughter's in. Okay, never mind. No, I went to Tijuana on that trip with my buddies.
Did you?
Yeah. My friend was from San Diego. He's like, we'll be home by midnight. We came home at 4.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous. Like that. I mean, talk about like walking from a first world to a third world country like that. I mean, even just like the power line started sizzling when you walked over. Everything. It's like barefoot kids like trying to
right on the
hustle
line.
You like chiclets. It's like what 20 feet.
Yeah.
It's like bam, the division is clear.
That's wild. Yeah, I've never been there.
And the cartel. The problem is it's the cartel. Like they just run the thing, all the federales, they do not separate.
Yeah.
You know, one guy goes to the bathroom, he's not coming back. You know,
you can't even pee in Tijuana.
Yeah. Oh, everyone is trying to get us off Revolution Boulevard. My friend is like, do not get off this street. Do not be lured into anything. There's no such thing as a donkey show. Don't worry. I don't need to see a woman and a donkey getting it on. Like that's a big scam. Like they'll fill the room up with guys that were like, oh, let's watch the donkey show. And then nothing ever shows up. And they sit around after 20 minutes, they figure it out. Oh, we got scammed. No donkey show. So like,
just waiting that long, though.
And you know what? If you're going to get scammed, you are the people that get scammed. Like, I have no shame for you. Like, what you were paying to see.
A donkey and a woman.
Yeah, you are a messed up individual.
Yeah, you deserve to lose money.
Yeah. I'm glad that $5 went to someone better than you.
Hey, honey, I'm just going down to Tijuana with the boys. There's a donkey show down there.
Yeah. Donkey show night. It's a donkey that's painted like a zebra. Like you've seen those around.
Yeah.
But anyway.
At the zoo.
But yeah, just, I mean, you can go see national parks. You can just, the mid-coast. Just so much cool stuff. You know what we did? We did a little sleuthing, a little online research, and we found the, Michael Jackson's Neverland Ranch.
Yeah, okay.
And we went to it.
Oh, really?
And I moonwalked across the gate in front of and then I buzzed it, trying to get, I'm like, hello, Tito, are you there?
Any answer?
Nothing.
No answer?
Nothing. But
you moonwalked.
I did some moonwalking at the Neverland Ranch.
That's legendary.
I checked the box, did it.
Fucking legendary, man.
Yeah. It's funny when you say I was at the Neverland Ranch. People perk up.
How old were you when you...
I was 11. No,
Is that what they call it, moonwalking these days?
Yeah. No, I was like 32, maybe.
Okay. 32. A little old for that place, but okay.
Yeah, it's like... I still like the rides. All right. I guess we're good. I gotta get going.
Yeah, man.
I have to take a whiz, and
you got a show tonight, right?
I got
That's awesome. Good luck with that.
Thanks.
That'll be fun.
All right. For Stephen Wheeler, I'm Rick Fink. The Small Town Scuttlebutt. Peace out. See you next week. Thanks for listening and watching.